Champ, historic. This is chat's favorite terrible card to ask me why I'm not playing it when we play other decks that could be blinky things. So this came across the subs Discord channel. It looked kind of cute. Let's give it a try. Soulherder in particular looks adorable with Rope Line Attendant, who's an ETB that gives all of the cards in your hand a perpetual ETB. So you could like curve this into this and then blink this and get a bunch of make 1/1s on a card in your hand, and then you play it and then you blink the thing that makes 1/1s because it's perpetual on it to make more 1/1s. Yo dog. We gained Aether Channeler as other card you could collect and company into. That's good Soulherder value to blink. And then we've got a cheeky Saiba Summoner here at the top end of our curve that lets you kind of go infinite over a lot of turns with Ephemerates because you blink this and then bounce it back to your hand. So yes, you could give a card multiple instances of the same perpetual. That is correct. Let's pop on into some games with this and see if this is more dream than meme here this morning. Wicked Zen, thanks for the 2.5 years. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Saiba Summoner was a Hooglandia preview card. They give us alchemy cards that occasion, sort of the few people that are. Say nice things about the format sometimes. Speaking of alchemy, are we getting a set for that soon? I think past Jeff would believe you if you said the greater Magic Boomer community had such a visceral hatred for a thing that you got a preview card by default for being one of the few people that wasn't outwardly unreasonably toxic towards it. I think I'd believe you if you told me that. There's a reason why they delay the alchemy card releases. Yeah, because they don't want to overshadow things. Same reason they try to release 2 paper sets at the same time. Past Jeff wasn't really invested in politics. It wasn't until I saw fascism fully start to take root in my country via Donald Trump and how he radicalized his wing of the Republican Party that I actually started to care and realized I should. All right. Are we soul herdering? Do I have time to soul herder a card out of their hand? I think I do. There's an official Magic Arena tournament this weekend with the format unknown. Official in what capacity? Like what kind of tournament is it? Is it like one of their pay $20, win some cash type thing? Or something else? You just take the hit here again. Collect some company and see what's going on. You know, chat, We were complaining about paper boomers a second ago, but I fully believe in giving credit where credit is due. And one thing paper boomers are dead on about is Magic was a better game when we didn't have these god-awful, high-variance digital designs ruining Magic the Gathering. The fact that I can cast this card and do absolutely nothing when on this digital card game is trash. And Magic was a better game when it was paper only and low variance. You gotta give them credit where credit is due. How many Coco hits are in this deck, by the way? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't count. Alright, is this what stabilization looks like, chat? Can we win? Despite having just bricked our thing? This a land or a spell? This might be a spell. Getting to bounce something to their hand and then acquisitions expert it away is kind of hot, not gonna lie.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
Drop it.
Are we ahead? I think we're ahead, right? We have 30 company hits. Thank you for counting.
Don't overthink things. We all have things we'd rather forget.
Okay, so in response to this targeting Liliana, We'll blink it. And then we'll target the Karaxa. Well, I cannot believe we are winning this game. It's kind of unreal. After that collecting company?
You wanna go, tough guy? Oh,
Friendo!
lucky day.
Friendo, have you not watched me exile your... Why are we not killing my stuff? Yeah, Skyclave plus Soulherder is a hell of a drug. Yeah. This is, our opponent failed their removal check, chat. Weird. Weird how that works. Do I want some Dawnbringer Cleric for cleaning out Fable? I might, honestly. It also exiles Kroxa, which is nice. Some good flexibility there. Hey, Lochi, thanks for taking advantage of the 6-month discount. Yeah, chat. Remember, it is September. If you're someone that enjoys my stuff and you've thought about subbing in the past but haven't pulled the trigger on it, you get a discount on subs this month for new paid subs. And if you do that 6-month subscription, it's 30% off, and that 30% off comes out of Twitch's 30% cut. So if you sign up for a new sub and you sub for 6 months in advance, 100% of what you sub for ends up going to me. The alchemy stuff is probably mid-October. There's an alchemy metagame challenge, an alchemy midweek magic the 9th. Okay. Well, it makes sense, I suppose. Is there a reason to not money pile with Yorian? You'll just find your collecting companies less frequently. And like if you're building around collecting company, you want to maximize your ability to find that card. Play Soulherder out into a... Oh, I guess I could have played Soulherder out with an Ephemerate up. There's the line. Hey, Burpsy, thanks for 38 months. It was just Christy and I that ended up in London, and yeah, we enjoyed our time there. It's fun to get to see a bunch of stuff. I think my only negative comment about London would be that the food was not particularly noteworthy. As an American, I enjoy eating. I assume they have a Doomblade here, but we'll get to Ephemerate it, so they'll need running Doomblades, which they could have, but I feel like I kind of want to spend my mana. Well, opponent was obviously a little frustrated missing their lands. Little did they know our hand was equally bad, but for a different reason. Oh, by the way, chat, we're not playing Marvel Snap today. We're going to be doing Snap tomorrow and Friday at the end of the streams. But the developers gave an official workaround for you to be allowed to spend money in their application even if you side-loaded in. So that definitely feels like a big thumbs up / green light. We don't mind people side-loading in. Here's a way you can give us money still. I'm pretty sure the reason they haven't had a full release yet is logistical. Not because they want to keep people out. Alright. Definitely like to doom some blades here. London is very large. The convention center we were in was on literally the opposite side of the city from Heathrow where we landed. It took us like almost 2 hours to train across. It would have taken longer than 2 hours to take a cab across because of traffic. You're not into Snap. They announced their official release for next month, Chuki, and in the meantime, they gave people who are side-loaded in a way to be able to spend money if they want to. What's a side load? It means installing an application from an unofficial third-party source. Alright, so Ephemerate here blinks the Skyclave. Lets us clear out, I think, the Symmetry Sage. I want to draw a card. I feel like I need some more gas in the tank here. I could have been right to bounce a 2/2 though. I think iteration's fine in this format, Tumos. It's like not remotely a big deal. Probably dead. Am I dead yet? Definitely a fatal push matchup. Deputy of Detention's kind of mediocre here, so they just get their actual thing back right away. This brings our thing back with counters on it, which is kind of nice. Acquisitions Expert, she's pretty medium here. Could rather have Dawn Cleric. Foreboding Spirit's probably fine. You can then pay mana to attack me is a big deal. How's Magic been so far? Explorer's like 50+% red-black. We're just getting started on Historic. It's a little slow, definitely the range is keepable. Have you tried just not queuing into red-black? That's a good piece of advice, honestly. Strong suggestion. We'll take it under advisement. Hopefully they play out another threat next turn, so I could go Skyclave into Ephemerate my Skyclave in response to its CTB. Wow, stone cold nothing, eh? Huh. With the removal spell up, I think I'd actually rather Foreboding Spirit rather than play into a Play with Fire. This is a sweet piece of tech at this sideboard. I dig it. This deck, by the way, was linked in the subscriber Discord server whenever I run low on things to play. I always dig through the non-rotating format channels there. So if you're someone that wants to get deck lists in front of me, that's the most direct way to do that. I also always give feedback and comment on things that people share in there and they tag me asking for it. It's a great way to pick my brain even when I'm offline. Honestly, it's probably better to pick my brain in there than when I'm online here because there's less going on. So they have to pay 4 mana per creature that attacks me this turn? I'm actually going to put a stop on my upkeep because if they kill the Foreboding Spirit, I want a Collected Company in response to the Ephemerate. Whoop. They brought in Mystic Dispute against my creature deck. Yep. I guess we have blue cards in our deck. I guess. Yeah, I'm supposed to pass there. I don't know. I didn't want their counter spell to like trigger their Symmetry Sage. We're like pretty close to dead here, huh? Their Wizard Lightning hits us for 3, and then Symmetry Sage. Yeah, huh? Their deck's really good. We played their deck last week on stream. It's one of the stronger decks in Historic at the moment, for sure. Taking 12 down to 4 here. We're dead on board. I guess I'm supposed to play the Skyclave because of the play with Fire Dreadhorde Arcanist. Skyclave the Dreadhorde and hope they brick. The problem with that is that I have to chump block the Skyclave or trade the Skyclave for the Den of the Bugbear the following turn, but it means we're alive, so maybe it's still better. Yeah, there's definitely some upside to the company there if the company's good, but if you've watched us play, you probably know our company's not about to be good. I don't think any variation of the Flash deck is very good, CJ. I think they're all pretty bad. You can just do whatever you want if you want to play it. Sages, give me some sages. Okay, that's kind of hilarious. The exile your 3 things, make my Soulherder +3. That's just good. It's just good deck building right there, champ. Yeah, this is too mopey. Let's do this. I'm gonna leave the deputies in. Or they can die, but they demand a removal spell. What's on, Haba Hut? Thanks for the 2.5 years. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Okay. Little combo assembled here. Really have nothing to do. So if I ephemerate this one, they won't get a trigger from it, which is nice. And rope line attendant letting you, like, being a perpetual every time this enters you get a token is so good with these blinks. It's like, why yes, I would like a treasure token in the 1/1. Thanks for asking. Okay, but like, what if instead of that, we blinked it? It's a circus of value. And for our next trick. When Ephemerate is good, it is great. Really, really, really powerful card. Arctic's probably pretty good into this humans deck, huh? Like, we're all creatures and we build a big board state and we block really well. I think because they're an aggro deck, I want to get my life going here. Cloud Shift eats your heart out. Yeah, talk about power creep. Alright, is it too greedy to Soulherder blink my rope line here? I think that's the line I want to take, chat. Let's blink the rope line. So that way this gets perpetually make 2. Draw a card, make 2/1/1s, gain 3 life with the Innkeeper. Okay, but like, it would definitely be too greedy to, like, rope line the Wall of Blossoms twice more, right? That would just be completely unreasonable, right? Because I could Aether Channeler, bounce the rope line, replay the rope line, and then blink it with Soulherder at end of turn. Okay, you know what I should do? Okay, let's do this, actually. Let's Wall of Blossoms, and then I'll Aether Channeler the Wall of Blossoms back to my hand, and then we'll blink Rope Line on it. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is what we'll do. Our opponent is now clueless as to what's going on our side of the board. Okay. And that should be good enough. We'll start Soulherdering the Wall of Blossom. Oh, the hubris, chat. They found an interactive bit. That's fine. We're going to draw an extra card next turn. Disaster is struck. You know what they say, chat? The pride, she cometh before the fall. An Ephemerate, please. Yeah, we should have just blinked the wall more aggressively to draw cards. I wasn't thinking about them having main deck Skyclaves. They always do for interactive bits. Them drawing their Skyclaves and us not. Definitely the difference here. I could have prioritized drawing more cards to be more likely to see those. Decent collecting company maybe kept us in the game here. Another land draw does not. Alright, we'll be less greedy this game, champ. A lot of great sideboard cards for this matchup, though. A bunch of removal and this. What do I trim? Do I have to pull out the Ephemerates if I'm bringing in 6 Doomblades? I think I do, right? It's only 28 hits as is. Old man Swede, thank you for the 35 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Rayquaza of Enfeeblement. Something like that. Just need a blue source. Some removal spells to tread water with in the meantime, even if we miss. Opponent, please come back. We're playing a game. No one drop, no two drop is real strange for their deck. Alright, it's just like all threes and these fatal pushes are awful then. We're brutal Catharing my Wall of Blossoms. What a revolting line of play. Take backs. Dahlia is still allergic against us, probably. Get rid of this, cut them off of making their 1/1s. Yeah, Foreboding Spirit is nutty, I think. Card seems real good on paper. It's like got a decent stat line too. So when she goes away, both of these come back, but my Wall of Blossoms will come back bigger and better than ever. What's going on, Zalor? Thanks for the 32 months. Speaking of being back. Dis. Appreciate the 32 as well. That was 32 months ago. It's probably more than 32 months ago. Preemptives usually aren't exactly on the dot. Appreciate it all the same. Feeling pretty okay about our position here. Bit of a brutal turn, chat. Do we do this? I think I just want to, like, reset their board here, chat. Maybe this isn't good. We're gonna, like, buy a lot of time, but they're gonna exile some of our stuff. There's a lot of things going in and out here. Oh, because she gets tagged by the Skyclave in response, it doesn't ever actually get to exile this other one. Okay. Yeah, my brain knew that somewhere. Man, drawing more Banisher Priests in the creature matchup seems kind of broken shit. I probably should have just done this the previous turn instead of resetting their Skyclave. Yeah, there's 2 deputies in my deck. There's 2 collected companies in my deck. We're doing pretty well considering the opponent's draw has been significantly better than ours. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do about their shit, though, chat. Like, when you're talking about things that, like, you're, like, putting out things that matter, it's like, well, is there something I can do? Is there a line I can take? I just gotta kind of shrug and roll with it. That's all we've got. Alright, I mean, I guess. I don't see how putting 6 cards at the bottom of our library would help us here. Dude. Nope. Bad dog. Well, until our opponent draws their 7th Banisher Priest to R0, Well, I guess we drew 1 Banisher Priest. We're in an okay spot. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little greedy here and blink a Wall of Blossoms instead of 2 spirits. Alright, I need to get something actually going here. Thanks for 23 months, Rip in Peace. You are almost to your castle here in Hoaglandia. I think I want to gain life. I think I want 3rd Soulherder plus gain life. Okay, that was a little touch and go for a second there, but I believe we've won this game now. The Skyclave Apparition should put it away, right? Is it greedy to hit the hole first with Skyclave? Nope. It was exactly my plan, actually. It was exactly what I wanted to do. You're just blinking Skyclave 3 times. You can't blink the same thing 3 times, Cody, because you got to put all of the Soulherder triggers on the stack simultaneously. So once the first one blinks, the other 2 wouldn't resolve. Opponent. It's just another difference between this and a paper Magic tournament, dude. I think with the Ray of Enfeeblement and the Skyclave, flipping the Moonrage Brutes isn't even really an out. We sit here and wait for all our opponents' timeouts to burn. Happy Monday, folks! Your weekend went well. Our focus here for arena content is going to continue to be Explorer and Historic. We're doing one deck in each format each morning. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Ray won't kill it with 5 toughness. Oh yeah, that's true. Wow, and they full-timed out. Okay, they must have had something come up. I don't think that was Assault 1. Because, like, they had a game 3 there, and they're like, oh, hey, they had a number rank, so... God, I think just something came up for the opponent. Sometimes life happens and you have to walk away, chat. Sometimes you hear your toddler is awake from their nap, and instead of just being able to quickly go in and pull them out and change a diaper really fast, you discover they've taken their diaper off and the shit has literally hit the fan. That's just how life is sometimes when you're a parent. And that's, you know, some things take priority over your video game. That was awfully specific. You know, take it to be whatever you want. Kids are gross. And on a completely unrelated note, whenever Haley is put to bed in my house, we make sure she's wearing a pair of pants that she doesn't have an easy time taking off herself. But that's completely unrelated to the previous anecdote. Probably not a good matchup for us, Fan Adventure, I guess. Their combo likely goes over the top of our fair stuff. Alright, we get to interface with their board a whole bunch here. Like to interface with their hand, too. So Ravens crime you twice, exile your board. Okay, and then Foreboding Spirit is actually kind of cracked here again. Is this just like the best card in our sideboard? It might be, chat. It might actually just be the best card in our sideboard. Yeah, red black is cracked in every format at the moment. Rip in peace, for sure. For sure. They fully timed out, Betsu. We stabilized the second game, but they dropped. Something must have come up for him. Chat, I really need you to believe, okay? Wow. Why would you let me down like this, chat? What did I ever do to you? Why you have to be so mean? Hey, if we hit the second land on turn 3, we could be in this game, but might as well take the third game on the play here. Yeah, I mean, it's a true aggro classic, right? All right, game 3 on the play, sure. This hand finds a blue land. It's quite absurd. If we hit a blue land on 3 and a 4th land on 4, this hand's one of our stronger hands, I think. So, let's do it. I think game design's incredibly hard, and there's a lot of variables that are pretty difficult to account for. There's almost always going to be something that ends up being better than the other things. I don't think it's inherently a problem when something's better than the other things. The problem is Wizards of the Coast absolutely abysmal response time to addressing problems inside of their game. Video game companies by and large are not nearly agile enough when it comes to responding to problems in their games in terms of balance. 2 lands. Can I get a 3rd? Block. We can get a 3rd. All right, so Soulherder? Soulherder. Agile triggered. They need to scrum a bit harder, chat. We might go bonkers or get obliterated. Yeah, one of the two is about to happen, chat. Our hand is pretty well set up here. Their hand is also pretty linear. Let's get linear, linear. I want to get linear. Let's get into linear. Do 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 do. Be do 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 do. Okay, so I think the line next turn is, assuming we don't draw Skyclave. Oh, I can't cast Skyclave. Soon if we draw Skyclave. I think I want to Ephemerate the Ropeline Attendant, then play Wall of Blossoms, then Soulherder the Wall of Blossoms, ending up with 6 tokens and drawing 2 cards. Yeah. Glad you could tank so you could figure out you should play Muxus. Ooh! Or we could do that. Or we could do that. So long, friends. Are we the beatdown? Certainly looks like it. Okie doke. Hopefully DeSantis and the others involved in his human trafficking ring end up in federal prison for what they're doing. If you're not familiar with what I'm referring to, do a Google search. I don't want to get into a full rant about it, but they're scum human beings as always. There's been a lot of talk about it in the politics channel and the subs Discord. Great place to keep up on current events. Speaking of current events, a good reminder that we're like less than 2 months off from November elections here in the US. You should make sure you're registered to vote if you haven't done so already. I applied for my mail-in ballot earlier this month. We're playing the Orient, right? I could probably keep a slower hand. Oh, I'm so dumb. I just shocked that I didn't think I could cast this. We played Island on one. I'll take 2 flex. Can't tell if they're a creature deck or something I need to be playing around a sweeper out of. Could be both here on Magic Arena. Conjures Demonic Pact directly onto the battlefield. Huh. I'm gonna blink Rope Line. Mana War looks so different these days, chat. To bounce any permanent? To draw a card, please. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to make a bird there, actually. I don't know, my hand's pretty bad. I feel like I need to draw something to get somewhere. Our board's okay. The problem is, like, if they sweep and have good spells left over, we're up a creek without a pedal at the moment. They're probably a Farewell deck, because Farewell can exile Demonic Pact, would be my guess. Meat Hook is also not great for us. Accurate. Now what's going on, Jin? Thank you for the 66 months. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. They're definitely a Doom Foretold deck. I'm just less afraid of that card than I am a Farewell. We have a lot of miscellaneous bodies we don't mind throwing around. Is there some kind of connection issue going on Magic Arena this morning, chat? This is our second opponent that's full DC'd. In a game that, like, wasn't over. Is there a technical issue going on with Arena? Feels like a rhetorical question, dude. Wait, are they here? Because they didn't... Or do they get 3 full timeouts? I'm confused. Crashed twice and 1 brawl game last night. Mobile's a bit iffy at the moment. Always has been. Meme. I can't tell if they're reconnected or if it's still just waiting on 1 more timeout from them. Oh, I missed the fact that we're playing against the 145 card deck special. So when we were talking about cards my opponent could be playing, the answer is yes to all of them. Every card chat mentioned that they could be playing. Yes, definitely playing those. Speaking of massive decks, Magic Arena, where is my Battle of Wits? For the love of God, do you know how many wild cards you will sell and how many booster packs will be purchased so people can put together 250 card decks? It's a business smart decision. Just do it. All sad to have 2 matches in a row end like that. I want to play some games, chat. I want to blink some stuff with my Soulherders. A number now. Of course we have a number. We just beat the incredibly competitive timeout. We deserve a number. Hey, Xanthias. Thanks for the resub. Welcome back. Appreciate everything you've done here over the years. Happy Monday. Sure. Hey, chat. You know Luris is still legal in this format? Should they take? Could be company, but it could also just be Innkeeper to disrupt my curve. But company's obviously the powerful card in our hand. Chance is a Skyclave your thing angle. It could be right to wait though, honestly. Because I'm going to want to blink Skyclave, so maybe I'm just supposed to rope line Attendant first. We definitely should have rope line Attendant in first, I think. Could have been making extra 1/1s with these blinks. Exile their third path here. Opponent has failed their removal check and conceded the game. Sounds right. Acquisitions expert is not very good here. I think I want a Scotch a spot removal. And honestly, probably a way to attack their graveyard / gain life, right? Yeah, Soulherder Skyclave has had a lot of victims this morning. Things are going well for that couple. A little something, something. Yeah, our black splash is very small, and we have treasure tokens to facilitate, right? For being my ADHD body doubling coworker while I work from home. Happy to be here as part of your day. Thanks for the minis, Martian. Yeah, our lack of one drops through the Triomes aren't really a big deal. Would like an untapped land for 3 though. Shouldn't have complimented the mana mage. She said one nice thing to it, and look where it got us. I want a couple Rays of Enfeeblement actually too. They kill Luris, they kill Darcy, they kill Unflipped Delver. Seems reasonable. I mean, when they have one big creature wargy, the spirit is notably less good, right? Because you want it. Like, they only need to pay for one thing then. Hey, Zownie. Thank you for the half a year. Welcome back. In a really skill-based game 2, where I stumbled and died. We're having an appropriately equally skill-based game 3, where they're stumbling and dying. Magic's very interactive. Hey, thanks for the 2.5 years, Hex. Friends. Oh no, chat. I forgot their card's symmetrical. That's fine. Our thing lived at least, I guess, but that was obviously not an ideal situation. Mistakes were made. Alright, open a draw, untapped land next turn. So we can Skyclave plus Soulherder. Ow, really? Okay. We're supposed to Skyclave first here, deny them the loot. Proxa escape means we lose the Soulherder, which is super unfortunate. I'm supposed to hold the land there to play around that, yeah. Magic is a skill-based game, doo-da, doo-da. Magic is a skill-based game, ooh, doo-da-day. Do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Bum 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 ba-da-dum. We're going to exile a removal spell and kill my Soulherder here. This game's far from over. We have a number of really good live draws. We don't really have anything going on board at the moment. If I had another Soulherder to follow up with, I'd be in a decent spot, obviously. Alright, we vibe in, we vibe in. Just do this so we could threaten to Skyclave their board more. Kind of surprised they didn't leave the Croxa on top so they could cast it and get the Skyclave out of my hand. This Man of Bird War card is good. Yeah, it's real strong. Okay, and then I think we blink this, exile Croxa here. Friend. Of more. That's a good one. I like that one. Yeah. We're really good at drawing Soulherder, huh? Oh, Rose. They get to start lurising back their foundings here, huh? Yeah, I think we're dead, chat. I think this Luris is gonna marry us. That was probably the best draw in my deck, right? Now I think we company.
Thoughtfulness before action. This was overwhelming.
Kamigawa, and I will protect my people. I guess that's that. Keep watch for intruders.
Clean out your token. Your move, Yugi boy.
Fight. Hold that thought.
draw a card here.
We need to move quickly.
We did here. I'm just not going to play this matchup. It doesn't seem like it's particularly fun, and I feel myself just kind of being miserable as I sit here, so rather than sit here and be miserable while we play Magic, I'm going to try and enjoy myself. I'm glad Historic has not had that much blue-white controller of the late. It's been refreshing. And that is, to give credit where credit is due, the red-black deck is everywhere in Explorer, but I'll take red-black over playing into Hero of Dominaria any day of the week. Where did I fill my water bottle really quick, champ? BRB. Ooh, it's our favorite turn to play, chat. Ropebine's been real impressive this set. I've enjoyed it. Yes, blinking Ropeline gets very silly very quickly. That's exactly right. Ideally, we draw an untapped land next turn, and then we get to go Ephemerate, Ropeline, play Skyclave, get a bunch of blockers. Maybe even play Magpie and put Ropeline underneath her. Ashley, thanks for the 16 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Like to chump block your germ. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna play Deputy of Detention, save Metallic Rebuke. I'd rather this get Metallic Rebuke than any of these. Really? Okay, deal. Taking 5 this turn.
Awaken.
It's a straight bluff. Respect, opponent. Taking here. I think it's Spirited Companion. So they're gonna move the Nettle Cyst over onto the Thought Monitor, right? I guess I could have played Skyclave and just taken the Nettle Cyst off the board. Maybe that was the line to keep my life total higher.
Say hello to my little friend.
So they didn't have the counter spell before, but if they have it now, we're in a lot of trouble. Taking a lot of time to figure out their permutations. They must have a white card, right? Because they're floating white mana instead of colorless from the Citadels. Yep. Okay, so if they're taking the 1/1 away, that means they're not equipping the Nettle Cyst, question mark? No, they are, okay. Yeah, I think I should have. I think I should have Skyclaved the Nettle Cyst the previous turn to keep my life total high. So, obviously, we're going to be ephemerating this turn. The Magpie. They spike a Metallic Rebuke off the top on the Esper Sentinel trigger. We do die here, but it is what it is. Going to pay the 11, asking the real questions. None of our stuff dies, their thought monitor goes away. We're really kind of looking for an innkeeper at this point. Yeah, I feel like I'd have drawn with Blanchard if I was them, because Metallic Rebuke is lethal. Maybe they don't have Rebukes in their main, but usually it's 3 to 4 is stock for the main deck. Their archetype. We just do this and take both the Nettle Cysts away. They get to Portable Hole something, but that's fine. This way, pressure the Planeswalker off the board.
I have let my friends down.
Well, they need to have the flyer, and they need to they need to have a way to get the deputy right back, right? Not dead yet, chat. Figure it out if you haven't seen it yet. Dead to a counterspell, but not dead on board. I do this in response, so that way they have 2 less draws to fight a counterspell here, because we are dead to a counter. Imagine if we'd have just had a Imagine if we had a, what's it called this entire time, an Innkeeper. Soulherder, Innkeeper, Coco? Yeah, that would be the nuts, right? In fact, do I company before this Ephemerate comes back next turn? I think that's the line, right? The Deputy could make us not dead on board, though, is kind of appealing. If I don't company pre-combat like that. I think this is the play to win line. Find their counterspell yet? They're through half their deck. Oh, we missed an Innkeeper. Wait, what? I'm not dead if they fail to have a counterspell, chat. This picks Ephemerate back up. I can Ephemerate, the Magpie here. But it has to be on their turn because there's another Thought Monitor under this Magpie, so I gotta be able to make sure the new Thought Monitor coming back is summoning sick. We'd be at like 50 right now if we'd have had a, we'd had an Innkeeper through all this, just like no Innkeepers in the top half of our deck. Big sad. They were also missing a counterspell for forever though, so I guess fair is fair. Losing this game was my fault. If I would have... I had an option earlier in that game where I could have prioritized killing... I could have prioritized killing a Nettlecyst, and instead I took like 9 extra. I could have been like plus 9 life, then that attack at the end wouldn't have mattered. So my early decision definitely threw that game. So foreboding spirit matchup, definitely not an acquisitions expert matchup. This might just be better than the alternatives. They attack with like pretty tall things, but I don't know. Maybe a couple of these are better. This is only enchantments, right? Yeah. Magic and the percentages is wild. I'm gonna time you out because comments like that are really condescending. It implies that our decks are only here because we're playing and we're bad. The opponent's archetype, just so you can become informed while being less of a dick and being less condescending, is playing arguably one of, if not the best deck in this format. I think last I checked, the opponent's deck was like the first or second most played archetype, and it had the highest win rate in historic best of 3. I'm gonna double check. It's been a few days since I looked. Yeah, the opponent's archetype probably needs to be banned, honestly. Probably needs something nerfed in it. Good God. So it is currently the 3rd most played deck by a very small margin, and it has a nice win rate up here. This is popularity, this is win rate. Yeah, it's just been like solidly going up. Yeah, like that is absurd. I've never seen it that high. I've never seen a metric that high, ever. Yeah, something needs to be adjusted for sure, Kevin. This is a digital format, so we don't need to ban things, but something should be nerfed. Yes, yeah, that's noteworthy again, because I always forget to mention that. The untapped metrics, chat, do not remove mirror matches. So that is a 60, almost 70% win rate with accounting for mirrors for the 3rd most played deck. That is actually vomit-inducingly too good. Take their prototypes away. I don't even know that I don't think I would say the tapped artifact lands are responsible for a lot of this deck's success. It's an archetype that was seeing some tournament success before they nerfed Phoenix and Cat Oven, and then they nerfed Phoenix and Cat Oven. So like, the deck that was good before they nerfed the best things was better after they nerfed the best things. I got you, Rotten. They were holding up Veto this whole time. Interesting. I'll do it again, I swear. Hey, Cyrnan, thanks for the 21 months. Welcome back. Disenchant shall continue until morale improves. Good on, Mason. Thanks for the 3 years. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Well, I mean, look at the other things that are being played in the format, Drunk Owl. Nobody's playing, none of the popular decks are playing White March. Context is key. Yeah, I mean, it's funny, we literally just talked about how blue-white control wasn't really a thing that's being played at the moment. Alright, now we're done here, right? I got the Soulherders out. Destroy the creature? Why do I care about the O2 jet? And I guess we'll take care of it now, because, like, it's free. But yeah, I mean, like... I will say this, chat, the Jund mid-range deck finally figured out what it was doing in Historic 2 based on untapped data. It's up from a 47% win rate to a 51.5% win rate. Making big moves for our Tarmogoyfi friends. Okay, that's great. Let's just rope line into Night of Autumn into Soulherder plus Ephemerate, potentially. Barely above 50, a Judd story. Yeah, exactly. These are a few of my favorite things. Chat, it's gonna make 6 power over the course of this game, maybe more. The fact that this is an ETB trigger and not a cast trigger is so good with our deck. I'm convinced, by the way, Violet Journey, that Buzzwole players are the Jund players of Pokemon Unite. Everybody that plays that character is convinced that it's good because they play it well. Zen Grief, thank you for the 2.5 years. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Ah, yes. I'm sure the brand new cards and not Chex Notes Dark Ritual were actually the problem. It was definitely the new cards that were the problem and not Dark Ritual. I, for one, look at Dark Ritual and only see fair and balanced. Alright, chat. Are you ready to teach our opponent a very valuable lesson? Their entire house of cards comes crumbling down around them. So, misplayed game 1, power of our deck, drug us kicking and screaming through games 2 and 3. This deck was actually kind of sweet. Like, good leverage of both the digital-only cards in Rope Line Attendant, as well as getting to leverage the kind of sweet cards that are direct to historic here with Soulherder and Ephemerate. And oh yeah, this was a digital design too. Bob, thanks for the over 5 years and everything else you've done here over that time. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I think if you're looking for a kind of sweet deck to play in this format, I'd highly recommend this one. Definitely the best Soulherder deck I've touched in a little bit. And yeah, Rope Line Attendant really felt like it put this deck to the next level. Being able to like go super wide, gain life back with Innkeeper, really felt like it gave us game against the attacking decks in a way that it felt like these decks kind of lacked when I had played them in previous iterations. Anyway, that's going to wrap up on Magic for today. We'll be back with more Magic the Gathering with 2 more decks, one Explorer and one Historic tomorrow morning.